Hold on to your hats, folks, because the UK housing market is in for a bumpy ride. Barratt Developments, the biggest house builder in the country, has just announced a massive drop in profits. Why? They're building fewer houses, much fewer. It's like trying to win a Formula One race with a flat tyre. Last year, they managed to build 17,000 homes. This year, a measly 14,000. That's a significant drop, and it's sending shockwaves through the industry. It's all down to those pesky interest rates and inflation. People can't afford mortgages, and building materials cost an arm and a leg. Families are feeling the pinch, struggling to make ends meet, and it's not just the buyers. Builders are also facing tough times. Housing starts are down, and the economic outlook is grim. The government is scrambling to find solutions, but it's a complex issue. Experts are debating whether this is a temporary setback or a long-term trend. Historically, the housing market has seen its ups and downs, but this feels different. Young couples are finding it nearly impossible to get on the property ladder. Construction workers are worried about job security and future projects. Sprawling developments are now dotted with empty lots and unfinished homes. Financial analysts are keeping a close eye on the situation, predicting more turbulence ahead. Communities are coming together to voice their concerns and seek solutions. Barratt Developments is trying to navigate these choppy waters, but the road ahead is uncertain. One thing is clear: the UK housing market is in for a challenging time, and everyone is feeling the impact. But amidst the gloom, there's still hope that the market will eventually stabilise and recover. Builders and buyers alike are holding on to that hope, looking forward to better days ahead. Now, this news isn't exactly music to the ears of our friends in government. They've been working tirelessly to address the housing crisis, promising to deliver on their ambitious plans. They've been boasting about these ambitious housing targets, aiming to build 1.5 million homes in England over the next 5 years. This goal was set to tackle the growing demand for affordable housing and to ensure that everyone has a place to call home. The vision was clear: new neighbourhoods, bustling communities, and a brighter future for many. But as with many grand plans, the reality is proving to be much more challenging. Sounds impressive, doesn't it? But here's the catch. The market slowdown is throwing a wrench in the works. Economic uncertainties, rising costs, and labour shortages are making these targets look about as achievable as a vegan sausage roll at a Jeremy Clarkson garden party. Construction companies are feeling the pinch, with many projects being delayed or halted altogether. The optimism that once surrounded these housing targets is fading, replaced by frustration and concern. Barratt's CEO, David Thomas, reckons they'll be lucky to build 13,500 homes next year. This stark prediction highlights the growing challenges faced by the industry. That's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. The gap between the ambitious targets and the current reality is widening, and it's becoming increasingly clear that without significant intervention, these goals may remain out of reach. The government now faces a critical decision: how to adapt their strategies to meet these challenges head-on. Will they find innovative solutions to accelerate construction, or will they need to revise their targets to reflect the new economic landscape? The stakes are high, and the outcome will have a profound impact on communities across the country. As we watch this story unfold, one thing is certain: the road to achieving these housing targets is fraught with obstacles. But the dream of providing homes for all remains a worthy pursuit. So, what's the government's grand plan to get things moving? Planning reforms, my friends? They're talking about streamlining the process, freeing up land, and basically making it easier to build. It's like giving the construction industry a nitrous boost. But hold your horses. While Barratt welcomes these reforms, they're not popping champagne corks just yet. They know that mortgage rates are still the elephant in the room. Until those come down, demand will remain sluggish, and so will their construction plans. Section 4. Investor jitters as sales volumes and cash flow decline. Now, let's talk about the investors. They're the ones with the deep pockets, and right now they're feeling a bit nervous. Barratt's financial results, while not entirely unexpected, have sent a shiver down their spines. Sales volumes are down, prices are down, and cash flow is tighter than a pair of Speedos on a hippopotamus. They're hoping those government interventions will work their magic, but they also want to see those mortgage rates take a nosedive. Section 5. The cladding crisis, a looming shadow over the industry. But wait, there's more. As if things weren't tough enough for Barratt, they're also grappling with the fallout from the cladding crisis. Remember Grenfell Tower? It's a stark reminder of the industry's failings, and it's costing Barratt a fortune. They've had to set aside a whopping £628 million to deal with cladding removal. That's enough to make even a millionaire wince. It's a stark reminder that building safety comes at a price, and Barratt is footing the bill. Section 6. Barratt's acquisition strategy. A sign of confidence or desperation. So, what's Barratt's strategy in the face of all this doom and gloom? The real estate market is in turmoil, and many are wondering how companies will navigate these choppy waters. Well, they're doing what any self-respecting business would do in a crisis. They're going shopping. Yes, you heard that right. Instead of retreating, Barratt is on the offensive. They're trying to buy up another house builder, Redrow. This move could potentially reshape the landscape of the UK housing market. Now, some might call it a bold move. It's certainly a statement of intent, showing that Barratt is not afraid to take risks. Others might call it an act of desperation. After all, why would a company take such a gamble in uncertain times? Whatever you call it, it shows that Barratt is in it for the long haul. They are not just looking at the immediate future, but are planning for the years ahead. They see potential in the UK housing market, even if it's currently buried under a mountain of challenges. Barratt believes that by acquiring Redrow, they can position themselves as a dominant player when the market eventually recovers. This strategy is not without its risks, but it also comes with the promise of high rewards. If successful, Barratt could emerge stronger and more influential than ever before. So, is it a sign of confidence or desperation? Perhaps it's a bit of both. Only time will tell if Barratt's bold move will pay off. Section 7, the road ahead, navigating the uncertain terrain of the UK housing market. So there you have it, folks. The UK housing market is about as predictable as the British weather. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Will Barratt's gamble pay off? Will the government's reforms save the day? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, I'll be watching from the sidelines with a large bucket of popcorn and a fire extinguisher at the ready. Stay tuned for more updates.